probably since I looked up, we've got out of the 50 trees, 13 of them are ash, which isn't a good thing.
That's not a good thing.
So I'm going to talk a little about ash borer too.
All of these out here in front, right?
Yeah, and this.
Those are all ash. That one's ash.
Yeah.
That one's ash.
The one that's dead?
It's not dead.
It
It
lost all of its leaves. It looks
I
dead.
think it's just lost its leaves. But that one, and I'm not sure why that one did, because it's the same variety as a couple of these over here.
Except it's on a different street too.
And
Wind
it
patterns.
it's getting big enough that it's got a lot of asphalt around it, so it may be starting to get a little stress. I mean, more than what the little ones are. And it's narrower there. I mean, this year, as dry as it was, that extra 10 feet of grass may make a big difference this year. So and I think we're going to see, if being as dry as it was this year, we're going to start seeing, for the next 2 or 3 years, or longer, we're going to see some issues for the ground, probably more than we are this year, I think. So, but the ash borer is going to be a problem.
And we are treating them every April.
Okay,
so.
and say probably April, maybe even March. This year, things as warm as it was last winter. So here's some information on the ash borer.
Because it's a tiny bug.
It's a tiny bug. Well, I'll show you a bug here in a second.
Okay.
Does it look like a grasshopper?
Well, it's.
I thought it looked pretty.
It does look
but
like
it's
it.
kind of.
that.
And then we've got the deal that we did a few of them last year. We posted them on the sides of the. On all the ash trees, so when people went by, they could pull off and more kind of the ash borer. But what the ash borer does,
Are they in the county right now?
they are in DeMont very bad.
Okay.
So I found the first tree. They found them out by the rest stop a year or so ago at 165, and then I found one east of or west of DeMont last spring, and then last summer I got a call, and this Birch Street is covered with ash borers. So, and some of the other streets are too. But what it does is puts a little hole in the wood, usually D-shaped, and then but what it does is that underneath it.
Wow.
So it basically shreds all the cambium layer, which is the part of the tree that's really alive. So it just eats it all up, and there's nothing left of it.
Looks like worms.
Yeah.
But what the adult, which we see in the summer, they come out later in the summer.
Is that all the bigger
That's
they
all
are?
the bigger they are. So they're not very big.
That's the first time I've seen one.
And they're kind of a bright color. There's other ash borers, but this is the emerald ash borer. So there's other ones that are native to but this one came over in not that long ago, actually, but about 20 years ago. They found it in Detroit. Came on pallets to the docks there on ships from Asia, and they came out of that. And then this is the critter that does the damage.
What is that?
That's the worm. That's the larva.
Okay.
So
stage.
once it's an adult, it doesn't do anything
No,
to the ash. It's when it's this
No,
stage,
it will feed on the leaves some.
but no more than some of them.
No, but I mean it will feed on the leaves. So you can, I guess, if you know you've got them, you can spray the trees in the summer with a spray. But better way to
Does
do
it lay its eggs
it lays its
under
eggs.
here?
Yeah, it lays it down. They'll lay the big. They dig it. They'll lay their eggs under the bark.
Right under this?
Yeah, and then they hatch, and that worm just eats and eats and eats. And then when they come out, they leave that little D-shaped hole when they come out. But so far, we haven't found any in Rensselaer yet. But one thing to look for is if you're driving around and you see woodpeckers that just mangle the tops of the trees. They're looking for. They love those bugs. I mean, they're good food. So they'll just tear up a tree looking for those. So that's one way you'll see that kind of a white spot on top of the ash trees where they've been.
So it's usually at the top of the trees that they
Well, that's
start?
where they start at, but we
Okay.
usually don't see them to the bottom because we're not up at the top of the trees. So you'll see water sprigs or sprouts shooting up a bunch usually, or you get part of the tree dies out. But a lot of times when they're under stress, they'll put the water sprouts or just those shoots off the bottom and start seeing those. So but you can treat them with basically the drench, like we talked about. That's a Bear product. Left that in the car. But Bear product, and there's a I think Valent or somebody else has got another product too now that's out. But basically in the spring you pour around the base of the tree, right at the base of the tree, and then it's sucked. There's a bunch of roots right there that takes it up. And Florida, or I can't pronounce that scientific word, but it's the bare tree and root, tree and shrub.
So does it kill them, or they just won't eat it?
No, it kills them.
Okay.
So, but it goes up. Goes up through the tree, and then it does that. So we do have a lot of them here. So we do need to keep them protected. And we've got approximately 20% of them in the town probably ash. Back when the Dutch elm disease came in, ash was a nice tree to plant. It makes a great shade tree. So and it had been a pretty good tree to have until the last few years now because of this. So we're going to have some issues. And I know along this street there are several of them. So.
Is that the only tree it eats?
Yes, it won't eat, even if it just eats ash. It's even the mountain ash, which it won't eat because it's really not an ash. But there's green ash, black ash, and white ash. And so it does eat all three of those. But one theory is that they can protect the trees for 12 to 15 years. By that time, all the ones that aren't protected will be dead, and the bug will disappear. But who knows if that theory's right? But we'll find out someday, maybe. But hopefully, we'll still have some ash trees around to see. So